I feel like I've finally found my game's art direction. Adding half a dimension was a big part of that. For a while, I struggled with the overall visual vibe of my game. It's a 2D experience, but I didn't want it to feel flat. You could add background layers for depth, but I wanted something different, something more immersive. I was inspired by a 2.5D game jam game I made a while back called Starlight, where all the assets are 2D except for the planet. I imagined the camera more angled to the side, and you can only move left and right like a platformer. You get this depth from the background and foreground moving as you walk around. So I decided to go with that style, and I'm pretty happy with it. I've been focusing on the visuals lately, laying down the basic visual style. The day and night cycle was mostly important because it's also kind of a mechanic. Figuring out how I wanted to handle the lighting on these planets you can walk completely around was something I put a lot of thought and experimentation into. Traditional 2D directional lighting doesn't really work well, as a lot of times they use textures that can kill the effect when scaled to the size I need. I decided to use this technique where a ray is cast from the light source to a target, in this case the current active planet, then a ray from the planet to the player. The angle between these two lines tells us whether we should be experiencing day or night based on the player's position on the planet. I've also been learning shader graph. I used to think I didn't need shaders, but ooh boy was I wrong. I created this lovely day-night cycle, which I struggled with before I decided to learn shaders. A simple color alert between this threshold and you're left with a nice transitional gradient. That mixed with some wind effects and some ambient color on the environment. This place is really starting to come to life. Of course, this is just the beginning. I've got a long ways to go in terms of really making this feel like a living, breathing world. I'm happy with how it's looking so far, but I definitely need to get some real gameplay in next. I did add jumping to the game, which has since been disabled because, yeah. That's all for now. I just want to quickly mention that I have a Patreon. If you want to support myself and this project, check it out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.
5, 4, 3, 0, all engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.